Okay, brilliant. So, yes, as I said, welcome, and also welcome. There are a few people who felt it wasn't, they didn't want to join us just yet, so they're going to have the benefit of the recording, and of course any of you that feel like you want to go through the whole thing again, you can also do that. We'll put it on YouTube, obviously it won't be, it's not live streaming, we haven't quite got that level of technology. So, it's fantastic to have you here. We've got, we'll welcome Beverly, who is the new, the new Lisa, the new vicar, who's going to join us. I don't think you're taking over leading the choir just yet, are you? I think it's down to you and Wendy and Tim. And then Nicholas' friend Alison is coming on to see whether she would like to join us. So just taster session today. So lovely to have you here. I sent you a lengthy risk assessment, which I don't suppose any of you will to read. Well done. Good. Excellent. Excellent. Good. So essentially what we're going with is the essential basics that we need just to get us through the next few months, which is distancing, ventilation, face coverings as we move around, and sanitising coming in. That would be great, thank you. So obviously with all these things it's never 100% compliance, but if we all just do what we can, then we will all be fine to see. I think on the risk assessment it did say talking about keeping the volume of the singing low, but I don't know how I'll go with that. I don't think any of us are going to be singing particularly loud because our voices are probably all rather rusty. So I suspect we'll mostly be singing about our normal volume, which will be somewhere in the middle. So obviously if you're feeling ill, don't come in the first place. And if you're doing lateral flow tests, it's, you know, as with all these things, it's a real help because although it may not be 100% accurate, it's better than not doing one. So it's not a 100% false negative, as say if you don't do it. So I think that's all I need to say. Oh, well, subs at the back as you come in, please. If we're organised, we'll remember to put any music at the back so you can just pick up what you need as you come in. Yeah, we'll try and come and sit down basically roughly in the areas we are now on the pews. If it's just two people on the pews at a distance, it's 1 metre facing forward, then that's a contingency which helps with the reduction of this. Anything else I need to say? I think that's, expect those other things. Let me just look at my list. We've heard from most people, and most people are able to come back. A few people I haven't heard from, and I'll chase them up and hopefully they'll be able to come back and join us in a little while. So, if anyone feels, Lucy, we've got sopranos here, altos here, baritones here. If anyone feels they're in the wrong place at any time, you can just move. So, ladies, if you feel like your voices have dropped over the last few months, you can go and join the baritones. I'm going to try and call the men broadly a baritone, which is somewhere between a tenor and a bass. So, we're not very precise in this choir. So, you feel free to go and join them because they always need reinforcements. We'll do a mixture of old and new songs. Christmas will hit us as usual in about mid-October. That's it. Okay, let's not have me talking any longer. So if you'd like to stand up, we'll do some warm-up. And I'm going to make it fairly extended because we desperately need to warm up. So first of all, a yawn and a stretch. My jaw really crackled just doing that. Then let's do a bit of chewing, one way. Nice bit of gum. Then go the other way. If you think about a piece of toffee, maybe put your tongue around inside your mouth just to get all the bits out. Perfect. Okay. Let's do a bit of jaw massage just on the joint there. Once once again, that feels a little bit stiff, tender. Maybe a little bit of temple massage here. A little bit of forehead massage to just get rid of the stresses of the day. And then let's do pumpkin face, big, round, wide as you can, wide eyes, wide mouth. And then a really tight, scrunchy prune face. Pumpkin, prune, very good, June. Pumpkin, prune. Okay, a couple of times more. Pumpkin, prune, pumpkin, prune. I can't say pumpkin, prune and do it, so anyway, good. Very good, excellent. Then let's do a bit of shoulder rolling. You can do both together or you can do a bit of back crawl. Then a little bit of front crawl or both together, whatever you feel. And then a bit of a head roll one side to the other side. And then just get your head balanced nicely on your shoulders, feet hip width apart, arms relaxed by your side. All ready to actually make a bit of a noise. So let's do a bit of humming. That's supposed to be terribly good for the vocal cords, just to get them moving. And if you want, you can just, well, as you talk, you'll be able to feel your vocal cords moving. But if you put your fingers on your throat, you'll be able to hear it. So any old note you want. Move around a bit. Go a bit higher if you think you can. Don't push it too far. Go a little bit lower. Lovely, always. Melodic. Okay, so let's try doing it in a bit more of a systematic way. Let's try and do some sliding. Once again, just pick any note you want and try and slide up and down. Some of you might have to go right up. So beautiful. Okay, let's do that in a bit more of a systematic way. Starting on sort of A, go A, and we'll try and see if we can do this together. We'll go an octave from that A. So one more time, as smooth as you can. A bit higher. Again at that same note. If it gets at all tense, don't just stop. A bit higher. One more time. Let's get a bit higher, this time R. So let's do, to get the mouth moving, we're going to do popper-catter-petrol. Now I tried this the other day and, hopeless. So let's start really slowly, Tim. So try and move your mouth really intentionally, get nice big mouth movements. So, popper-catter-petrol, 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 and again. very good and watched all our YouTube recordings, you will recall that Wendy did some breathing exercises. So Wendy, do you want to just come and just... Well, I don't think we're going to do them now, but it's something you might like to try at home. So...
Hi everybody! Okay, one of the things that gets more difficult when we haven't been practicing for a while is actually being able to breathe. We do it naturally when we're doing our everyday things, but I think when it comes to singing, we can suddenly get a bit anxious, and then we're trying to get a line out and we can't. So, Helen and Tim and I are certainly not expecting you all to be able to sing beautifully tonight, because we can't do that. And we don't expect you to be able to breathe in all the right places yet either. This is something we're all going to be working towards. Okay? But in terms of, I think most of you know, I've been having singing lessons. And one of the things I have to do at the beginning of each of my singing lessons is to take a breath and then breathe out, hissing through my teeth. And my singing teacher counts, and each week she writes in her little notebook what count I got to. And you can really tell the difference in how tired I am, whether I've had a couple of weeks off, and how hot the weather is, or how cold the weather is, because it changes. But it's just about trying to improve. So if you happen to be boiling the kettle, or doing something that you're just standing about for a minute, do a bit of practicing. So take a few deep breaths before you start, so your lungs get used to filling up. And then when you're ready, fill your lungs as much as you can, and then you're going to through your teeth. Now, one of the things I find helps is imagining that my tummy is a tube of toothpaste, and I'm literally rolling the tube of toothpaste up so that all and squeezing the toothpaste out. And it actually really does help. It also really helps at the beginning if you engage your core muscles. For those of you that do yoga and Pilates, you'll know exactly how to do that. For everybody else, actually even just breathing out through your teeth and holding your tummy helps. Right? So if you get a chance to practice that a few times between now and next week, I think you'll probably find it will help a lot. And even if you can only do 5 counts to start with, see if you can manage 6 the next time, and then build it up from there.
Should we do one? Should we have one that will go now?
Okay, are we ready? Big deep breath in. I'm about to go blue. I'll stop there.
Well, to be fair, that was about 30 seconds to 40. Very good.
Well done, everybody. That was really good. So a bit more practice next week will be even better.
Great, thank you. So, it's one of the things they're talking about with people who have got, I can't get away from COVID, long COVID, is actually people forget how to breathe deeply. So this is a really good exercise. It's really filling our lungs properly and really breathing properly. So, you know, it'll be a benefit for the rest of your life as well as the singing. Excellent. So, we're going to start singing properly with Amazing, or How Sweet the Sound, which we did quite a lot online last year, and it's a little round which is based on Amazing Grace, and it's rather lovely, and it is one that we've actually got the notes for. So what we'll do, I won't assume that anyone has remembered this. We'll do, it's in 3 parts, and we'll go through each part, do it a few times, and then go on to the next one, and then we'll give a go. We'll go in unison, and then we'll give it a go in the round. All right? Hey, proper singing. So let's just sit for a minute while we're learning, and then we'll stand up to give it a go. So, has everyone got the music and everything?
Does everybody have a sheet? Because I can come.
Oh yeah, Hitch could actually be a runner.
Actually, Mitch, that would be handy, please, if you've got one.
Anyone? Any more? Any more? Our super volunteer. Okay, so why don't you just play it all the way through to start with, and you can, if you can remember it, you can just join in. Otherwise, I would suggest if you don't know it, just listen. Yeah, we'll go all the way through first of all. For those of you who are either here for the first time or trying out, because not everybody can read music, we don't rely on it overly, so we do a lot listening and learning orally, which there used to be a lot of complaint about, but at least was always emphatic about it, and I agree with that. It's just really good for the memory. So anyway, let's do it section by section. So if you know it, join in. Otherwise, we'll just listen and then we'll do it a couple of times. So we'll just do the first section. So it goes like this: 1, 2. Amazing grace, amazing grace, amazing grace. How sweet the sound, amazing grace, amazing grace, amazing grace. How sweet the sound. Okay, again. Amazing grace, amazing grace, amazing grace. How sweet the sound, amazing grace, amazing grace, amazing grace. How sweet the sound. The places to breathe are slightly strange. So it goes amazing grace, amazing grace, amazing grace. Keep that nice and short. You can take a little sip breath then and then go on to how sweet the sound. I'll try and demonstrate it and we'll do it one more time. 1, 2. Amazing grace, amazing grace, amazing grace. How sweet the sound, amazing grace, amazing grace, amazing grace. How sweet the sound. You might not need all those breaths, but they're opportunities. One more time and I'll just sing it. 1, 2. Amazing grace, amazing grace, amazing grace. How sweet the sound, amazing grace, amazing grace, amazing grace. How sweet the sound. It's all very gentle and very smooth, very legato, no choppiness about it. Excellent. Next bit is I was lost, but now I'm found. Now I'm found. I was lost, but now I'm found. Now I'm found. Okay, join in. I was lost, but now I'm found. Now I'm found. I was lost, but now I'm found. Now I'm found. One more time. I was lost, but now I'm found. Now I'm found. I was lost, but now I'm found. Now I'm found. Okay, lovely. Very lovely. All these people complaining that they've lost their voices and can't sing anymore. Not true. Always sing. Okay, last section then is I was blind, but now I see. I was blind, now I see. Everybody? I was blind, but for one part the next. And then I think we're ready to do it in a round. Are we going faster? I don't think we are. We're doing usual problem. Nothing, you know, some things don't change. Tim tends to go too fast. Slow down. Okay, one, ready? Amazing grace, amazing grace, amazing grace, how sweet the sound. Amazing grace, amazing grace, amazing grace, how sweet the sound. I was lost, but now I'm found. Now I'm found. I was lost, but now I'm found. Now I'm found. I was blind, but now I see. I was blind, now I see. Beautiful. Okay. Now let's split into three and see if we can do it as a round. Now, let's. Might just do it. Gentlemen, do you feel confident on your own? I think you. Yeah. Just sing this. So, sopranos, you'll be first. Let's go with alto second and gentleman third. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and we'll see if we can keep going. Or we'll keep going until it all falls apart. But let's stand. That could be quick. All right, stand up, everybody. We'll go straight into the rounds and see what happens. Okay, soprano, ready? Amazing grace, amazing grace, amazing grace, how sweet the sound. Amazing grace, amazing grace, amazing grace, how sweet the sound. Amazing grace, amazing grace, amazing grace, how sweet the sound. Amazing grace, amazing Yeah, I begin to feel, you begin to feel it's exhausting. Okay, so now what we thought we'd do is one that those of you who are long-standing choirs will know, which is Make Your Own Kind of Music, which Wendy's going to lead. So for those of you who are new, just hopefully you might know the song anyway. Just listen and follow and try and listen to the people who are around you. Mitch, you didn't hear that.
Diane needs to do things. I thought.
Of course, some of you might be able to remember the words. Yeah, well, I think so, and then if we need to go over any of the parts, should we just see how the memory is?
This is going to be slightly, when I do the bit where it's the sopranos and the baritones and the men, I'm going to have to kind of do that, and then the altos, and then I'm going to do that. So bear with me if I don't get that quite right tonight. I think we'll just get stuck in. Do we want to stand for this one?
oldies but goodies, and this is one that we haven't been doing it that long, have we? But we just really we had, and so some of them they've sort of stuck in our repertoire, so we can't because you just have to pick it up really. But we're not the sort of choir where anyone's going to expect you to do a solo, and if you're not singing the right notes, it doesn't matter. And if you're singing the notes from another part, well, it doesn't matter either. You know, just pick any notes. It sounded pretty good in general. So we get through our. Just thinking back on our performances, which are usually very low key, and it's not often that people give us good money for performing, but we often raise money for other things. But we get invited back, and it's our general enthusiasm and zest for singing, which is our trademark, I would say. Do you say?
We haven't been barred for anything.
No, not barred yet.
No.
We can ask that.
Yeah, oh yeah, we have. So, what I thought we'd do now is Give Beyond the Sea a go, which is famous for Finding Nemo. Now, I do have 4 scores. However, we're not singing it exactly according to the score. So, depending on if you think that will be more confusing than less confusing, I will try and tell you where we're not doing. Anyway, I'm going to give them to Mitch, and you can give them to whoever seems most eager. So hands up if you'd like. Michael would like one at the back there. Even if you, I don't condone copying music, but should that have some, I don't know anything about it. So. But as I say, some bits, we're going to do it quite simply. Probably not going to finish it because we'll end up going. There's a Bobby Darin version for the older generation, and then Robbie Williams did it for Finding Nemo generation. So I think what we'll do, let's just to start with, just sing it. We'll go through right from beginning to end in unison. Men, in the actual score, you don't sing the first bit, because I think you need to start low, not on where it's pitched for the ladies. So it might be a bit too low for you, but if you want to sing, that's fine. Altos, you might find when it gets a bit high, it gets a bit too high for you, so, just dip in and out. Or just to get the feel for the whole thing, we'll just go through and sing it karaoke style. It's got a nice little intro, so nice little intro, please. Not too fast. So what I'd like to do now is just teach probably the first 2 sections. I don't know if they're verses. So to start with, men, as I say, for Somewhere Beyond the Sea, Somewhere Waiting for Me, it says don't sing, but if you can, you're very welcome to. We can work out if we ever perform this, what we do. And then we go into parts for My Love It Still Stands on Golden Sands and watches the ships that go sailing. So everyone is on the same tune to start with. So let's just do those first 2 lines. 1, 2, 3. Somewhere beyond the sea, somewhere waiting just go for your bit from there. My love still stands on golden sands and watches the ships that go sailing. You've got a big drop there. So let's just do that last bit from My Love. My love still stands on golden sands and watches the ships that go sailing. One more time. My love still stands on golden sands and watches the ships that go sailing. Okay, altos. You lose the top bit now, you guys know. So, first 4 notes are the same, so it's just listen the first time. My love still stands on golden sands and watches the ships that go sailing. So you do a little bit the same as the sopranos and a little bit on your own, okay? So listen one more time. My love still stands on golden sands and watches the ships that go sailing. Join in with me this time. My love still stands on golden sands and watches the ships that go sailing. One more time. My love still stands on golden sands and watches the ships that go sailing. One more time, I'm just going to listen. 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry, that's not one. 1, 2. My love still stands on golden sands and watches the ships that go sailing. One more time. My love still stands on golden sands and watches the ships that go sailing. Lovely. Okay, super. So men, you're sort of low. I'm going to sing it higher. My love still stands on golden sands and watches the ships that go sailing. One more. My love still stands on golden sands and watches the ships that go sailing. Okay, so now let's just see if we can do all that together. Stay sitting down. Give us a little intro, Tim. From the beginning. Yeah. Listen somewhere beyond the sea, somewhere waiting for me. My love still stands on golden sands and watches the ships that go sailing. Yeah, I was hearing it. Gentlemen, I wasn't really listening to you, but I think that, okay? One more time. Let's just do that My Love Still Stands bit. And I'll sing. I can't really wander up to you and sing at you. I'll try and sing your part. I'm sorry if it puts you off. Okay, 1, 2. My love still stands on golden sands and watches the ships that go sailing. Yeah? Okay, right, now. Shall we do the next bit? Let me tell you about the next bit. So, if you've got notes, we're basically doing the first 2 lines in unison again. Gentlemen, if you can sing the tune, then it'll be exactly the same as first time through. Then the parts are pretty much the same. So it'll be, in fact, they are exactly the same except for the ends. So sopranos. If I could fly like birds on high, then straight to her arms I'd go sailing. Where you went, the first time you went sailing, sailing. So it's exactly the same. I'll just leave that with you for the moment. I'm sure you can manage that. Altos, yours is exactly the same. So if I could fly like birds on high, then straight to her arms I'll go sailing. Oh no, sailing. So it actually just moves a little bit sooner if you can manage that. Sailing. It's one of those annoying things that's slightly different if you don't manage it. We'll come back to that. Gentlemen, yours is exactly the same. If I could fly like birds on high, then straight to her arms I'll go sailing. Then it's down. Instead of it's sailing, first time, then it's sailing. Okay. Shall we do, let's do verse 2 then. See if you can remember all those things. So yes, if you've got the music, just ignore all those funny parts, because I decided to skip that. That's not for when you've been not singing for you. So if you've got the music, I don't mind you scribbling as long as it's in pencil. Okay, so from verse 2. 1, 2, 3. Somewhere in unison, beyond the sea, she's there watching for me. If I could fly like birds on high, then straight to her arms I go sailing. Yeah. Gentlemen, all right? One more time just for the gentlemen, then we'll go back to the beginning, do it that far, and then I think we'll rest because I'm feeling quite weak. We'll do one last song just to do something we know after that. Okay. Right. So, verse 2. 1, 2. No, from somewhere. Beg your pardon. On verse 2. 1, 2, 3. Somewhere beyond the sea, she's there watching for me. If I could fly like birds on high, then straight to her arms I'd go sailing. Okay, all right, good. Let's do that right from the beginning, just as far as that. Let's all stand up. And remember that smiling thing we used to do? Somewhere beyond the sea, somewhere waiting for me. My lost stands on golden sands, that watches the ships that go sailing. Somewhere beyond the sea, she's there watching for me. If I could fly like birds on high, then straight to her arms I'd go sailing. Excellent, good. And then we do another little teaching. All right, it's quite a jolly. It feels summery just while we can still hold on the sun. So do sit down. We're going to. I always remember when we started this. This was one of Lisa's songs, and Wendy called it because it's Coldplay. We called it Suicide Music. Slightly depressing, but it's nice depressing. So yeah, probably not the best one to finish off, but never mind. We're going to do Fix You. Sometimes sad things make you feel happy. Once again, this is another one of our sort of repertoire ones, so do just listen and if you're
order, particularly for those who are new. I did print off the words again and got rid of most of the stuff that we don't sing. So it should be easier for those of you that have just got today's sheet to go, oh, is that all we sing then? So we sing the first verse and then the chorus, and then we sing the first verse and the chorus again, and then we're going to the bottom. And then we do ours, and then we finish off with I will try to fix you. Remember if we do the chorus twice through the second time? Just once. Okay. It's a while since we've done it, I'm sorry.
Well, I think we'll kind of know.
Let's just join in if you'd like.
No, I'll talk to you. Okay, so that's it. We're coming up on 7:30, and I think my voice is definitely go home and take a spoonful of honey or whatever soothes your throat. Do a few breathing exercises, a bit of humming during the week, and we'll see you again next week. Is there anything else we need to say? I think we are going to do a little bit of wiping down of surfaces, but I think once Wendy and I have worked out what we need to do, then we might want, volunteers just so that we're not here till very late. We won't be. It's not a lot of wiping down, but anyway. Any questions? Any concerns? Let me know if you felt safe from a COVID perspective. We've got everything in place, and see you again next week. There's a few people that definitely can come this week, that can come next week, and I might maybe refine the seating now that we've actually seen the audience. Thank you very much. Lovely to see you. If you've got any suggestions for what you'd like to sing, no guarantees, but do let us know. Lovely to see you, and well done. It was just so nice. So missed it, and so missed you.
Yes, we are. Yeah, it's lovely to be back.
Yeah, brilliant. Okay, have a good evening.
Yeah.